The hollow echo of the High Court's heavy doors closing behind Prince Harry today didn't just signal the end of a legal hearing. It signaled the definitive collapse of a self-imposed crusade. Just moments ago, the Duke of Sussex was seen fleeing the royal courts of justice, his face a mask of weary frustration, following a crushing defeat in what was billed as his final stand against the British establishment. This wasn't the triumphant exit of a reformer, but the hurried retreat of a man whose ammunition has finally run dry. As he bolted toward a waiting black SUV, the air in London felt thick with a singular realization: the war, Harry and Meghan Markle declared on his homeland, has reached its final, humiliating ceasefire. For years, the Duke has insisted that his litigious rampage through the UK court system was a noble mission to reform the media and secure his family's safety. However, critics have long pointed out that this mission felt less like a quest for justice and more like a script written in Montecito. Today's defeat, the culmination of his battle over state-funded security and his aggressive pursuit of tabloid publishers, marks the third and most significant legal wall he has hit in 2026. While Harry stood in the witness box earlier this week, his voice reportedly cracking as he spoke of his misery, the public's sympathy has largely been replaced by exhaustion. The court's refusal to grant him the bespoke protection he demanded serves as a cold reminder: you cannot resign from a job and still demand the executive perks. The legal system, much like the British public, has signaled that royal status is not a lifetime subscription to taxpayer-funded shields, especially when that status is being used to monetize private grievances on global streaming platforms. It is impossible to view Harry's abrupt departure without acknowledging the shadow of Meghan Markle. Throughout this legal odyssey, Meghan has remained the polarizing figure at the center of the Sussex narrative. While Harry fights the battles in London, it is Meghan's influence that many believe fueled the fire of estrangement. Her notable absence from these final court dates has not gone unnoticed. She remains in California, detached from the physical fallout of the legal wreckage she helped inspire. Critics argue that the Duchess of Sussex has mastered the art of controversial distance. By positioning herself as the victim of a vicious British press, she provided Harry with the motive for these lawsuits. Yet, as the cases crumble and the legal bills, estimated to be upwards of £10 million, mount, she remains shielded in her Montecito enclave. The narrative of Meghan against the world was a compelling hook for a Netflix docuseries, but it has proven to be a disastrous legal strategy. Her brand of Americanized royalty clashed violently with the rigid, evidence-based reality of the British High Court. Today's defeat validates the long-held suspicion that the couple's legal strategy was never about the law. It was about the optics of being wronged, a strategy that Meghan has pioneered since Megxit. King Charles III reportedly once described his son's legal battles as a suicide mission, and today, that prophecy was fulfilled. Harry's departure was more than just abrupt. It was symptomatic of a man who realizes he has burned every bridge back to the palace. Reputational damage. By dragging the royal family's internal communications into open court, Harry has effectively sealed the rift with Prince William. With the loss of these final cases, the Duke is now liable for staggering legal fees that even a signature fruit spread empire might struggle. Harry's claim that the UK is unsafe for his family remains his most controversial stance, one that many see as a veiled insult to the very country that raised him. The court's ruling today was clear. The government's decision to provide security on a case-by-case basis was neither irrational nor unfair. It was a logical consequence of Harry's own choice to leave. The drama of his exit today suggests he still refuses to accept this reality. As the Duke's plane prepares to take him back across the Atlantic, he leaves behind a Britain that is increasingly indifferent to his plight. The Meghan Markle era of the monarchy has been defined by noise, lawsuits, and a constant sense of crisis. But as Harry flees the court, the noise is finally dying down. He isn't returning to California as a victor or a reformer. He is returning as a man who played his final card and lost. The question now is whether the Duke and Duchess can survive without the villain of the British press to fight against. With the legal cases closed and a final defeat etched into the history books, the Sussexes may find that their most dangerous enemy isn't the media or the Home Office. It's the silence that follows a lost war.